Welcome. Happy Sunday to this easy, breezy, healing Sunday with Dih-Anah Marie. I'm Yogini for life. I am going to drink some coconut water to replenish my electrolyte. And what are we doing today? Well, I've been challenged by beautiful soul friends to post more regularly, consistently. So here we go, me trying to post every Sunday starting today. What are we doing? We're going to be doing pranayama deep breathing. For those of you who have taken any Bikram class, any 26 and 2 hot yoga classes, you will be very familiar with the breathing. I will demonstrate to you before I start, and then I will go into silence. The goal is, and I'm giving disclosure, if hopefully it works, I will then provide a voiceover audio on top of the recording where I can guide you to that breathing. If it doesn't work, it's going to stay in silence and I'll do captions. I'm just giving that disclosure. Everything else will be guided. But just so you know, the next part after pranayama, I have my cheat notes. I will be doing Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon, with Padahastasana, hands to feet, the Bikram style, the hot yoga style. And then I'll switch it up to what more people are familiar with, Vinyasa style. I will give you a half sun salutation. From that half sun salutation, I will guide you into a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Swabhasana. I'm practicing my Sanskrit, so forgive me if it's not on point. From there, we just feel it out a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of drills to work on our core, where our knees go down without touching and then go right back to downward dog. Knees down and up without touching a few times. Then we go into our tabletop. From tabletop, we do cat and cow a few times, loosen up the spine a little bit more, and then we get into the nitty-gritty of what the session today is. It's a short session, but it is focused with strength for the arms and for the core. Now, once we finish cat and cow, you're going to slide your heels and your feet back to a plank. You're going to hold plank. From that plank, get ready. We're going to do mountain climbers. Not the mountain climbers that are like, no, very precise, conscious mountain climbers where you can use your breath. From that mountain climber, we slide one of our feet forward so we can set up a runner's lunge. The runner's lunge will then turn into a runner's twist. From that twist, both heels go on the floor, and hopefully I'm able to put some pictures around so you're seeing it. Both heels go on the floor, and from that, we go into Warrior One. In Warrior One, we breathe for a moment, we bounce a little bit, make sure our weight is distributed on both feet equally. From there, we will go back into a high lunge. So before it was a runner's lunge, now we're doing a high lunge. In high lunge, we do drills again. From those drills, we go back to a runner's lunge and another twist. And from that runner's lunge twist, so we do twist on both sides in one leg first, we go to a side plank. There will be a variation. If we can't hold the full plank, I will show you that. From that, get ready, take a big breath, because we do it all over again without stopping. You know when it's ready to stop when I get you back into cat and cow and child's pose. It's going to be short. Gave you a big spiel. Right now we're at 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Now from here, it should not take any more than 15 minutes. So 15 minutes of focused attention. Well, no, I'm lying. I'm going to demonstrate the pranayama deep breathing for those that are not familiar with it or are taking a big sabbatical. You want to start to feel the glutes underneath you. So tuck your tailbone in and release. Tuck your tailbone in and release. Tuck your tailbone in, hold, and notice that when you really hold, you feel the weight distributed into your heels. And how do you know it's in your heels? Lift your toes off the floor and wiggle them. Then press them back down and spread those beautiful toes down so you feel all corners of your feet rooted into the ground. That's the alignment. Have a beautiful, strong stance. Interlocking your 10 fingers where your thumbs are going to be touching your throat and your hands are underneath the chin. When you breathe, the inhale brings your elbows up, your shoulders stay down. So they will try to come up, but notice the shoulders will be staying down. Now I'm giving you a profile because when you push your head back, you're going to exhale with an open mouth. It sounds like this. Notice the elbows are coming forward and they're not dropping. Notice the back is not falling back. Your spine is lengthening. So everything stays in alignment. So this is how it looks. Inhaling. Exhaling. Beautiful. Now we begin. Keep those fingers interlocked. We're going to do this 7 times as we go through the breaths. I love to visualize and think of my 7 chakras, cleaning them and healing them through the breath. Hopefully, I'm able to translate that when I do the audio. Interlock your 10 fingers underneath the chin. Tuck your tailbone in. Feel the heels press into the ground. Drop the shoulders down. Stomach always tight. We begin. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. 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 Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release your arms down like water. In a moment of reflection, breathe in. Breathe out. Notice I have a mirror in front of me. I've set up my beautiful sacred space with a mirror in front because I like to watch myself. I actually have a mirror right there in front too. So for the half moon, I'll turn quarter turn so you can see the half moon pose with hands to feet pose. I will turn on the quarter turn again when I'm giving you the hands to feet. Inhale, arms over your head. Interlock your 10 fingers, releasing your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Take a nice deep breath, stretch up, and just move your body right and left. Feeling the stretch of your torso, right and left. Notice I'm just moving my hips. Now I move both at the same time, a little bit more forcefully, just to see where it is today, and then I stop in the middle, setting up the posture. You want to push your hips forward. Once again, your glutes are contracting. Upper body leans back, the weight is in the heels. How do you know? You wiggle your toes, chin is up, stomach in. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, stretch up out of your waist. Slowly bend your body to your right without bending elbows or knees. Continuously push your hips to the left, chin away from your chest, shoulders down, focusing right in front of you. Create a focal point if you don't have a mirror, or look one point between your eyes if you're able to set up the room with a mirror. You want to push your left hip forward so both hips are in one line. Bring the right shoulder forward, left shoulder moves back as you lift the chest up, stomach is in. Take a breath of energy. Come down and stretch. Feels really good. Stretch, stretch. Inhale, come back up, stop in the middle. I love to wiggle it out, bending the knees as I set up the other side. Take another deep breath. Keep sure your hips are in, contracting the glutes. Stretch up out of your waist. and slowly bend your body to your left without bending elbows or knees. Continuously push your hips to your right beyond your flexibility, chin away from your chest, shoulders down more, squeezing the palms, which I notice you can't see my palms. Oh, I'm so sorry. So the palms are staying very squeezed and tight. Ooh, my bad. I'll set it up next time. Push your right hip forward, both hips in one line. Bring the left shoulder forward, right shoulder moves back. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And now come down and stretch, stretch, stretch. So you notice my palms are still there and my chest is lifting. Inhale, come back up and wiggle it out, bend it all around. And you're going to do a very gentle back bend. It doesn't matter how far I go, and I probably won't go very far because I'm not warmed up. You're going to still push your hips forward, contract the glutes. Drop your head back, relax your neck, let it hang, and just shake it out. Now, if this is all you want to do today, that's fine, but keep lifting the chest up so you're not collapsing on that lumbar spine. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bring your arms back immediately. Squeeze your palms. Press your arms by the ears if you can. Take another deep breath. Push your stomach, hips forward. Bring that weight into the heels. Now lifting your chest up in the inhale. As you exhale, bring your arms back. Look back. Fall back. Way back. Inhale, come back up. Stopping in the middle. Breathing always. You can bend the knees if you need to. You can come down with a straight spine with straight legs or bended knees. Or if this is too much, you can round down. Now, I love to come down with a straight spine. I push my heels back. I'm inhaling. And when my hands reach the ground, I relax the neck and move the hips right and left like a little cha-cha. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, whatever feels good. If you want to separate the legs at this point, go ahead and do so. Whatever feels good to your body. You can bend down, crouch down, just feel it out. I mean, your body's waking up. I never skip half moon pose. I never skip pranayama, deep breathing in my workouts every day because that is just such a beautiful warming up the spine. The breath is warming up your body from the inside out. So let's go into Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Now the goal is to step on your fingers. You might not be able to. That's okay. If you're able to lift the heels off the floor and get your hands underneath, go for it. If not, you're going to grab your ankles or your calves. If you cannot do it with feet together, do it with feet separate, whatever's feeling good for your body. Those that can keep their feet together, go ahead and do so. Scoop up your heels, step on your fingers, elbows wrapping behind the legs, your neck relaxes. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Pull and stretch your body down from the lower spine. Squeeze your inner thighs. Roll forward. Bring that weight into the balls of your feet. Keep your hands wrapping behind the legs. Take another breath of energy. Relax your neck. And start to push the knees back as you straighten the legs. Pull harder. Stretch down. Push the knees back. Pull harder. Stretch down. Push the knees back. Pull harder. Stretch down. Breathe. And when you release, bring your arms, palms together, arms pressing by the ears. You either round down or come back as much as possible in a straight spine as possible. However you went in, you go out, releasing your arms down like water. In a moment of reflection, breathe in, breathe out. Always giving you a moment of reflecting what you just did with your body. Your heart is racing, you're pumping, you're feeling alive. That's exactly how you want to feel. Another breath, breathe in, breathe out. Moving into the half sun salutation. Inhale your arms up, palms come together. I'm sorry you can't see it. I need to set up the camera better. And as you, well, let's bring them to our heart center then. And as you exhale, come down, if you possible, with a straight spine. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Once your hands are on the floor, relax the neck in that forward bend, Uttanasana. Then bring your hands by your feet, slide them up your shins. Push against the shins, shoulders away from the ears in the inhalation of a flat spine. Exhale back to that forward fold, Uttanasana. Walk your feet back into a down dog, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Swavasana, and start to give yourself a nice little stretch in the hamstrings by walking the dog, moving the hips right and left. Right knee bends, left knee bends, left knee bends, right knee bends, right knee bends, left knee bends, left it out. Now start to use abdominal strength. Here's the drilling. Inhale. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Inhale, up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Almost there. Inhale, up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Inhale, up. Exhale, knees down without touching the ground. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, feet up the ground. Point the toes. Exhale, press the shins and topples your feet down. Into cat and cow. Inhale, head up, shoulders away from the ears. I love to wiggle my tushy just to feel it out. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest into that beautiful cat, rounding the spine. Inhale, head up, shoulders away from the ears. Press your palms into the ground, press the shins down. Exhale, chin to your chest, rounding up the spine in that beautiful cat. Inhale, head up. When I teach my second graders, I go with the moo. You don't have to do the moo. Exhale, and they go meow. You don't have to do the meow, but that's for them to remember the posture's name. Good. Now that we finished that table, that cat and cow, we're going to tuck our toes in, slide the heels back, get into a good plank. Breathe in. Feel the expansion of your back. Breathe out. Belly even tighter. You're pressing the navel into the spine. Here we go with conscious controlled mountain climbers. Inhale, left leg touches the elbow. Back. Inhale, right knee touches the elbow. Back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale in, exhale back. Inhale in, exhale back. Inhale in, exhale back. Inhale in, exhale back. Last round. Inhale in, exhale back. Knees touch the elbow. Exhale back. Good job. From here, slide your right knee forward. So I am going to slide my right knee. This is my right knee. Now I'm going to set up a runner's lunge. Both hands are framing my foot. I lift my chest up. Shoulders away from the ears. I breathe. Exhale, belly tighter. From this runner's lunge, keep the left hand pressing on the mat. Inhale your right hand up, looking at your right fingertips. Feel that beautiful stretch. Press the left heel further back, like you want to touch the wall with the left heel as you breathe. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring the right hand back to framing the foot. Press the left heel, bring it down to touch the ground. We start to really stabilize. Bring one hand up and see if you can hold. Bring the other hand up and see if you can hold. With the lift, inhale both arms up into warrior one. I like to bring my palms together and give myself a little back stretch. Pressing both feet apart on the mat. You're separating both feet into the mat. Good. Now straighten the right leg and bend. Straighten the right leg and bend. One more. Straighten the right leg and bend. Separate the hands. Hold warrior one. Breathe. Another big breath. Good. Lift the heel off the ground. Left heel coming off the ground. I like to bring my hands together just for balance. Here we go into another drill. Bend the left knee, straighten. Bend the left knee, straighten. That's 2. Bend the left knee, straighten 3. Bend the left knee, straighten 4. Bend the left knee, straighten 5. Bend the left knee, straighten 6. Bend the left knee, straighten 7. Bend the left knee, straighten 8. Bend the left knee, straighten 9. Now bend deeper, don't straighten the leg. Bring both hands to frame the foot. Keep that left hand once again holding yourself. Inhale your right arm up into a beautiful runner's twist. Breathe. Moving into a side plank. From here, you can slide the right foot back. Bring it on top of your left. If this is too much, notice I'm struggling. I'm trying to get stronger with my hands, and I probably need to set up better. If this is too much for you, you can bend that left knee. Let me adjust my hands. And hold it here. Bending the left knee into a variation of side plank. You can even lift the leg. You're working on this one, which still requires a lot of focus, concentration. Tuck that tailbone in so you're straightened, and just work on that leg lifting and coming down. If you're able to hold side plank, breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Come back to high plank. Hold it. Breathe it. Inhale. Exhale. We got 2 legs, so we got to repeat the other side. Breathe. Exhale, back to those mountain climbers. Knee in the inhale. Exhale, knee back. Knee in the inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, back. Inhale, knee in. Touch the elbow. Exhale, back. Inhale, knee in. 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 Exhale, back. Last round. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, back. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, back. Other leg. Bring the left foot forward. Framing your foot with both hands. I am so sweating. Going into your runner's lunge. Lift the chest up. Shoulders away from the ears. Press the right heel back. Breathe. Good. Right hand stays on your mat. The inside of the left foot. Inhale, left arm up. Looking at your left thumb for that side twist. Runner's twist. Breathe. Bring the left hand back to frame your left foot. Drop the right heel into the ground. Going into warrior 1. Setting it up. Bring the right hand in front of you. See if you can hold balance. Bring the left hand in front of you. See if you can hold balance. With breath and momentum. Inhale both arms up. Going into warrior 1. Like to bring my hands together and give myself a gentle back bend. Hold. Breathe. Now straighten out the back. Straighten the left leg. And bend a couple bounces. Straighten the left leg. Bend a couple bounces. Straighten the left leg. Bend a couple bounces. Make sure you're separating the mat underneath you. Both feet are separating apart. Hands separate. Shoulders down. Holding warrior 1. Breathe. One more time. Breathe. Good. Building quad strength. Drills. High lunge. Lift the right heel off the ground. You're going to bring the palms together. You don't have to, but I like to. You're going to bend that right knee. Straighten. Bend that right knee. Straighten 2. Bend that right knee. Straighten 3. Bend that right knee. Straighten 4. It's okay if it's burning. Bend that right knee. Straighten 5. Bend that right knee. Straighten 6. Bend that right knee. Straighten 7. Bend that right knee. Straighten 8. Bend the right knee, straighten 9, hold, get lower, breathe deeper. And now bring your hands back to frame your foot. Get into that runner's lunge, heel pressing back more. Chin away from your chest, shoulders away from the ears. Plant the right hand deep into the ground, root it down. Inhale, left arm up, back into that spinal twist with the runner's lunge. Breathe. And get ready, set up for your plank, side plank. You're going to bring your left hand down for support. Slide the left foot back if you're going for a full plank. Place it on top of the right. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Breathe. If you're able to hold, hold it. If you need a variation, bring your right knee down. Keep that side plank. Notice your tailbone. Tuck it in. If you're able to hold it here, play with the leg. Lift it off the ground. See that hip mobility. If you're able to hold the high plank, keep holding. Build that strength for 3, 2, 1. Bring that left hand down. Back to a high plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. In the exhale, bring your knees down. Inhale, feet up off the ground, pointing toes. Exhale, press them down. Press the shins down. Press the tops of the feet. Inhale into your cow, chin up. Tushy wiggle, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale into your cat. Tuck your chin in. Round out the spine. 2 more. Inhale, head up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Round up the spine, pressing against the mat with all the surfaces of your body. Inhale, head up. Last one. Move your tushy, wiggle it out, feeling good. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round up the spine. Last moment. Bring your big toes touching. Separate your knees apart. Mat width. Inhale. And as you exhale, push back with your hands. Get those hips to touch your heels if possible. Relax your head on the ground. Relax your arms down. Forehead down. Breathe. 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 And just stay here as long as you need to. You can wiggle your hips as long as you need to. And if you're ready like me, you can slide your hands towards your knees, push against the floor. Look at yourself in the mirror if you have a mirror set up, which I highly recommend if you don't have it today, to set it up. Set up a sacred space. Have a mirror somewhere that you can reflect on. This is your personal journey. And with your hands palms together, namaste. This was a very quick, conscious, but challenging workout. It was for me. I'm like drenched. So I will see you next time. I hope to record next Sunday. Namaste.